Hello everybody, welcome back to Blueprints. It's day 73. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's day 73, but we currently have the Blessing of the Monk. And yesterday, or the day before yesterday, one of the two of them, we found a note in her ladyship's chambers. I take over to my notes page here. We found this note, which has the outside river and the bridge and the outside room, but this looks like the antechamber. So we set it up so that we would have the Blessing of the Monk, and then we ended yesterday in the antechamber. So hopefully interesting things are abound. So we're going to immediately go out and see what happens if we draft the antechamber here. Because there's the river and the bridge. So close, yet so far away. That's different. Basement key. Okay, well, we have these doors now. So I guess we're going to have a day of really carefully trying to open. We can go and open this immediately downstairs. So let's start there because it's a guarantee. Because we can just go in through the basement. So close yet so far. They're screwing with me. So zoom down here, down here, down here. In here. Could you imagine, right? You're 14. You've been camping, going to Boy Scouts, all that gubbins. And then suddenly you get a letter and this house is now your house. Like, you'd never have to work another day in your life. You've literally got vaults of riches and the most complicated building you've ever seen in the history of the world. And it's just your life now. Right, so here's the lever to the rooms in the antechambers. Now, that's not the one I've been in. But presumably it's doing the doors in both. Which is an intriguing notion. Otherwise, we're going to have to go and try and do the left and right hand side doors. I don't know that I've done any other rooms with the Blessing of the Monk yet. Because I tried to make it work for me recently, but then I took the chest and unlocked Dare mode or something, or Curse mode, which is a whole other kettle of fish for me to deal with down the line. Yeah, this is fine. I was like, where am I going? I'm going this way. I'm just not going up the elevator. Don't even have a keycard today. Swish through all of that. Like, just this one room of the basement is bigger than my entire apartment, you know? Right, it's up here, up there, up there. What will we find? Mysteries abound. Hopefully it's like something really interesting. That's rude. So close yet so far away. What are you trying to tell me? I opened this. and it didn't open. Because, like, doobadoo. That's the image that I'm working off of. This is what the antechamber looks like. I came in off of the edge of the antechamber. What more do you want from me? Like, even if I go and open the left and right doors now, I don't know what it means. The other doors... Oh, okay. The throne room has a... the throne room has a lever to do that door, I think. Does it mean it wants me to draft the throne room and pull that a second time? Unless it's not the antechamber, it's something else with 4 doors, but it just looks so antechambery, doesn't it? Like, the throne room doesn't have 4 doors. What other room would it be? What other room would it be? I can't think. So we now have 4 trophies. I don't know what the drafting sweepstakes is. 8 realm sigils. We need to do trophy 8 on room 8. Well, we need to get room 8 before we can do this. So I guess the other thing that we're still trying to do is draft the gallery. I need the keys. Do these get still even harder now that we've done the thing? 1 times 17 is 17. 20 minus 10 times 2 is 20. 20 divided by 20 times 20 is 20. Well, it's a little easier. It's not the key I needed, but sure. But yeah, just looking for the gallery is my next big thing to do, I guess. Let's do green room because the other one already has a door to where we want to be going. Give me that and that. Thank you so much. Gems are in a box that is actually blue. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. Thanks. Nice when it works out. Drawing room, I suppose. Give me a gem. I should check if there's ever anything else available in this room. I'm never certain. This being free is just fantastic. Also, with 7 gems now, we can afford to draft the throne room, which seems important. Let's do that and get even more options. Let's get a key, because we do not have one yet. Garage for 3 keys? Yeah. Is this oil getting bigger? Or am I going mad? Like, it seems bigger in the preview image as well, that's hidden under the word garage there. Don't know. Alright, well, we are flush with keys. We have another basement key. We can do this here, which is good. And if I want to be thorough about it, let's just line these up in each direction a second. So, north is the moon. Let's just check there's nothing about this that we can do anything about. Can't skip these animations. They're just too short to warrant skipping, I suppose. And this is that. What if we go to room 46 and end in room 46 instead and have a second room 46? Does that do anything? I have no idea. Should have tried the lockpick kit first, but it's fine, I suppose. As long as we keep enough gems. No sledgehammer. As long as we keep enough gems to draft. We should do this once. Because I've never done one of these in a non-classroom day. So, it's not room 8. Was it in here all along? Oh no, it was in Studio Editions, wouldn't it? Yes, we now have classroom here. But it doesn't add 8 classrooms to the thing. So I'll be curious to know on the card at the front how many it says we have now. I'm going to do this for more gems. Yeah, so we can end in room 46. We could end in the throne room. Gem. 3 keys left. We'll take another punt. Lab, planetarium, showroom. I don't want to spend 2. I guess we'll get an experiment going. Any supplies? Rarely. Experimental setup. Let's immediately set my dice to 2. Thanks, science. Right, so the classroom's a dead end. Now, we've got 2 open sides for that, but we do not have route to room 46 yet, which is part of what we're going to need if we're going to succeed here, I think. I've got the need to succeed. That's the wrong way. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, keys are lacking. Okay. Get ready for a pivot. So I think there is a blueprint in this room, or in this chest. So this is P on red backwards. P on red backwards is ponder. This is thick, but the K is thin. A thin K is think. And then we have these two that I really, really don't know. Which is shorter? This is 8 letters. This is 7 letters. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a grid of these letters as they are, and then that will allow me to smush them up and down so that I can, or like I can perceive them left to right as a whole. So I will be back. Okay, there is our grid of letters. So there's the artwork. Excuse you, ropes. There's the artwork. Here is our grid of letters. So can I, for a start, I would love if these were bigger, but can't really make it much bigger than it is. So hopefully you guys can see that reasonably okay. So in the very first line, we have the word care. Let's see what we have here. Very genu. Actual objective. We're going to step away from the gallery here a second and go to the classroom. Not the classroom, just our regular notes page. Where's the language page? Here. So, VERI. I don't see it here. GENU. I don't see that here either. So, I don't think it's in Arajan. So, we can eliminate that note. So, actual objective is like looking at the sun, and we've got a group of eyeballs all rolling around. With V, E, R, I are all present. Very V-E-R-I. Just how am I going to see a 7-letter word in this? Actual objective. Sunrise. No sun. Wine. Genu. What is Genu? God. I wonder if we could possibly eliminate letters. Like, it's probably not going to go LL. But... okay, are there any vowels in the front spot? No. There's A-E-I-O-U, H-L-R in the second spot. It's not going to be H-R. It's not going to be L-H-L, H-H. It's not going to be L-R-L-L-L-H, R-R-R-L, R-H. Could be F-L. Yeah. Or F-R, fright, flight, plight. S-H. Shudder. Okay, so that plan is out. What else can I take from this image, though? Like, do we have a Y in here? There is a Y on the end. The bold Y is not very bold. Any other Ys? Okay, so the word I is not in here. There's very above I. Genu above I very. Wine on R. Is the word wine in here anywhere? Got W? No. Let me do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So we can see A's. Is there a B in here anywhere? There is not a B. Excuse you. There is not a B. So B is out. C, I can see a C. D, I can see a D. E, yes. F, yes. G, yes. H, yes. I, yes. J. Is there a J? Alright, there are no J's. Is this exercise helpful? I have no idea. Is there a K? I'm just seeing things now. There are no K's. There's definitely an L, M, N, yes. O, yes. P, yes. Q. No. R, yes. S, yes. T, yes. U, yes. V. There is a V. There is no W. We started with that, didn't we? Is there an X? No. There is a Y on the end. Is there a Z? Yes. Was that helpful? I don't know. I really don't. So, V-E-R-I can't be in here because there's no... Oh, there is a V. We just V-E-R-I exists at the front of the word. V-E-R-I. Variate? Almost certainly not, right? We've already done on red. Actual objective. Sunrise, sunset, sunbeam. I honestly don't know how else I should be looking at this. It has very in it, which is something. Could I search words that start with V-E-R-I? Words that start V-E-R-I. 7-letter words. Veriest, verissimo, verisms, verists, Verits. There's no T on the end. There's no O on the end. Very SMS. Can't be that. TES. Could be, but I don't know what that word is. I thought I heard a click. Alright, it's not that. I have no idea, guys. I could sit and stare at this forever. And then there's this, which has even more letters. Alright, I'm going to go put some food in an oven because it's getting towards dinner time. And then stare at this some more and see if I come towards anything. But I'll be back. Alright, food's in the oven and I've just been thinking about eyes the whole time because that's the bit that I see in my brain. I think we've got... So these look like table legs. So you've got veritable. Veritable is a word, though I'm not totally sure in its meaning. Genuine. Okay. And then a bunch of eyes. So if we look over on our table, we do have I-Z-E. So we could do... Oh, come on. I-Z-E. So what would it be? What words end in eyes that you can think of? There's like... Realize is like the most obvious thing. And I think we have that in our list of stuff. R-E-A-L. Real eyes. Ugh. Yes. Something... Okay. Why is it realize? I don't really understand why... Like, the other two make more sense than this does. But we've got it. So, the chest is lowered. Now we just have to do this thing to do the next one. But I'm going to go eat, and then I will start unpicking this one. I can start thinking about sins and infinite and fins and whatever this rug is. But I'll be back in, like... For you, it will be an instant. For me, it will be about a half hour. But I'm going to keep pondering this as well. Alright, I'm back. I'm fed. My guinea pig is medicated. He has to get surgery on Wednesday. Poor boy. So here's some things that I've been thinking about. I did that letter grid is now the correct one for this puzzle. This is think. This is ponder. This is realize. Those are all kind of words to a theme, right? Also, I can do that. So what do we have going on here? It's fin, sin, skin, pin, infinity, pillar, door. Door's weird. Real eyes. So if we wanted sin in the third, N, S, T, A, E, I, T, C, G, L, N. There's sin. Seven sins. Fin sin. Is there any... sin could be fin. Fin. Finally. But like... Can't be infinitely. And like, this is going to be a vowel. Die finally. I finally. Try finally. Finally. That's not it. Oh god. The other ones seem so simple when you know them, and now this one is like gotta be something. Hubris, envy, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, avarice. Ins. Bin. Sin. Bin. Can't be bin. It can be sin and fin. Infinite with nail. There's nail there, but like mixed up. Mixed up nail. Infinite. Fine. Oh. 4, 5, 6, 7. Finite. There's a T, there's an E. Finite. Defiantly. There's a D. No. I swear that sometimes the sound makes an extra sound. Oh god, brain. Think, ponder, realize something. Things, synonyms for thinking. Synonyms for thinking. Similar and opposite words. Logical, analytical, thoughtful, rational. Judgment. No J. Reasons. Reasoning. I don't know. I can't see it in this grid at all. Think, ponder, realize, understand. Fin. Definite. How do you even... Is it what vowels are in definite? I'm so discombobulated now. Definite. D-E, fin, I-T-E. Don't need the definition, thanks. It's not definite. I could be like way off with this. Is there a K for skin? Like this is a rug. This is a skin rug, isn't it? Is there a K in this grid? Yes, it's at the very end. Oh, come on. How many steps do we have? 35. Let's just draft a room because I can. I can't... I've barely even remember that we were trying to get to room... What's it, Majigger? To... see if we can do it as the outer room later on. Because it teased us with maybe next time or so close but so far or whatever they said. I can't remember. Think, ponder, realize. You can make the word fact. The de facto answer. Oh, defaced? Why would that not be... That doesn't fit with the think, ponder, realize theme. I wrote down stuff in the image while I was doing that. Nail, infinite, sin, skin, fin, rug, shark. It's lots of ins, you know? You can have in here. You can also have it here. Dininity. What happens if we take the word infinite, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 letters. Is there an anagram for infinite? Finite. Where's the F? The F's in the 3rd spot. There's no I at the start. There's no other F's. Toffee? No. God, brain. Problem is we're not going to draft the sodding gallery again for ages because it's rare. And we only need to do this once. I just want it to be done. Fiend? Honda realized fiendish? There's no F in the 1st spot. Hinder, ponder, realize. Think, ponder, realize. What could it be? Excuse me. Think, ponder, realize. Infinite. Nail in. We make nail? No. We have N at the front. It's nail in. Can we do the word nail in the middle? N. A. No. I wish I could like slide the whole thing up and down and see more of the letters at once. See what I can do from search Google Foo. 8-letter word that means thinking. Judgment, sensible. Well, there's no J. There's no S, so that doesn't seem to make sense. Can't be rational. Logical is not the right number of letters. Analytical is too many. Can't be analytic. Can't be judgment. Can't be sensible. Can't be engrossed. Can't meditate. Can't be cognition. Can't be ideation. I don't know what to do with this word. Oh, God. Think, ponder, realize, understand. Epiphany. Rational. No. Reason. Reason. R-E-A. Is there not an S in... Oh, there's not even an S in this column. Reap. It's got a fin in water. It's got the sins. It's got the great big infinity or an 8. You can do I, G, H, T. Thoughts fits, but we already have think. Think, thoughts just seems too similar. Think, ponder, realize. The fact that you get oughts is here, but it's probably not a plural. I'm going to ponder some more, otherwise we'll be here forever. I was looking through synonym lists, and ruminate fits. I don't understand how it makes room in 8. Room. Things in an 8. Ruminate. Hold on. Rum. In. Oh my god. Thank god. Room in 8. I don't get the skin, I don't get the fin. I don't get the sins. Rum in 8. I don't know, but what's in here? What is that? Key 8. Presumably will unlock room 8. That was unexpected. Okay, do we want to do that on rank 8? Perhaps? Alright, let's do the south side first. Got 7 gems. Weapon and armors for sale, because we got money. Knock locks off trunks. Tomorrow get a star. Light candles, ignite fuses. Once per day, drafting, get a red defense. Lockpick kit. Commissary. Shovel. Magnifying glass might come in handy. We've got 6 gems, and we're probably coming back through here, so we'll be okay. Do I want to redraw these? I'd like to get to the dining room, although we haven't been to rank 8 for the dining room. So, give me the items, and we'll go north. Oh, it's a silver key. So we've got a basement key, key 8, and a silver key. We've got 6 gems. Fine, I'll take 4 more out of an abundance of caution. Is there anything like hiding in here? No. Okay. Anvil? No. Balls? No. Okay. We are going north of the chapel. It's the only north we have, but we have 2 dice. Immediately set dice to 2 is how we got that. Lockpick kit, regular key. It's going to be the foyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the courtyard. It's not a security door. Good job, Mace. Do we have a shovel? We do. Broken leather piece. It's fine. Right. We want this door to be locked. Special key, key 8. It worked. Oh my god. We're in this room. That's creepy. And we've got a bunch of pedestals for a bunch of the sins. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. Is that an 8-letter word? The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. Alright. To first begin, place me within a bin with an A within its sin. Hubris, envy, lust, wrath, avarice, mundanity. I recommend you think again if I am ever in a bin far from the fin. So you're going to be one of those. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. These both have A's. To my chagrin, my neighbour's bin is written thin to fit it all in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 8. It's so weird being in here. And this is oh, give me that, yeah. Unsurprisingly, Key 8 unlocked a door leading to a familiar-looking room, a cryptic room that had been previously previewed in the final 8-letter artwork in the gallery. Now time to ruminate over the bins and sins and pins contained within. I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the fin. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. You won't find my bin in between sin, but I deserve to be in a bin on the end. The bin I tend to up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. God, this sucks. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Is that like a B and a D? Or something backwards? A letter and its twin. What letter has a twin? I kind of want to know what happens if I just get them all wrong. Does it care? Does it not? Right, so it doesn't care if I get them all wrong. I can draft out of here, which is interesting. I want to get to the antechamber. And we opened left and right, so... I'll take a throne room. But back to this then. If I grab all of these, will they return to the shelf? Yes. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. This is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This, I like this. This seems good. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. If we spend a minute or 10 lounging in the den, it sounds like sloth. But, because like you're lounging in the den, you're being lazy. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. There's that elephant. To my chagrin, my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. That's mundanity. So you're there. So we've got envy, lust, and wrath left. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the fin. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin, a letter and its twin appear on each bin. Okay, so what's missing? Also, have I not done every room now, just out of curiosity? Is there one room left I haven't done? Maybe this one? A found floor plan? So I've done the classroom from the studio edition. Am I on 109 out of 110, perhaps? But just being in this room is really unpleasant. I don't like it. In the tail of the skin. This is the skin, presumably. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. What is a letter and its twin? Like, gluttony is the only one that has T twice. Sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. I could have any number of things wrong here, and there's like very little in the way of like specific help. You're already down. So you're in sync with the one that we pulled from downstairs. Left-hand turn. Alright, we can get to the back of there now. I want to see if there's something behind this wall. We've got 24 steps, we'll be okay. We have 28 steps because this counted as a bedroom. Continue up, you must go down. Oh, we haven't done that one. There's room 46. There's our crown. We have this, which... So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8 realms in 8 months. I only count 7 realms. Where's the 8th realm? Huh. No, they all have their own spot to be in on each different number, which is interesting. We've got the nice sax solo of the day. So if I want to get behind the throne room, I either need to go 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. Except I bet I'm not going to have enough keys. I mean, I guess this works. 25 steps. should have lockpick kitted first. Remove from today's pool. Pump room. Key card. Remove from today's pool. Boudoir. Dice is huge. Steps is also great. Observatory would do it. It's just an empty blank wall. Here I thought something interesting was going to happen. Alright, well. Now we know. I've got the crown. Okay, back to this then. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N in its sin. Envy, gluttony, mundanity. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. That just feels too good for there. Gluttony, the sum of my sin as it is penned is a number within the room we are in. Is there a different number than 8? Is then you end up with an N is envy. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Avarice, mundanity, sloth, sloth, owath, H and I. But I don't see that either. Alright, get everybody out again. Some of these seem so obvious, and then the ones that are left seem so specific. You know? The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail skin. So maybe that's not this one. Maybe that's this one. It's near. It's not next to, but it's near. My chagrin, my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. That feels like it has to be that, right? To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. Mundanity, gluttony, envy. I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the fin. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. There's the dog. Right, so you could still be sloth. You can still be gluttony. God, I assume something's going to go clunk when you've got it right, you know? It just feels so... like, what am I missing from one of these? Also, again, like before, we were on the thing of we want to do the gallery because you don't find the gallery very often, but now to find room 8 I need to do this, you know, because I'm not going to find this again very frequently. Here, Finn. Weird. In this one, it's got pictures on the 2 edges. But in this version of the room, it doesn't have art. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like this just makes sense. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. It's not gluttony. Envy. I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the fin. That's going to be one of those 3, that's fine. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. But then the monkey, the bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. It's not going to be that, is it? I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. What letters have twins? H, U, and N? But it's capitalized, so it doesn't feel like that. B, R, I, S. I'm really running out of thoughts here. Like if I set down the ones that I think I'm certain of. To my chagrin, my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Mundanity is written thin, so you're the neighbour. Assuming that neighbours don't wrap around the room. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. Well, if it's not, it could be mundanity, it could be hubris. But if you're near the tail of the skin, you're there. You, I'm unsure about. You, I'm unsure about. You can't be a bin far from the fin, so you're one of those 2. You need an N. We have envy. I'm going mad. What do I do with this? A number penned within this room. Gluttony is the only one with 8 letters in its name. O can be 0, but I don't think that works. I don't want to give up on this today, though, because A, I have no idea what prize we get for doing this. Not the beginning of a thought as to what the reward for this will be. But I feel like I can't be that far away. You know? A weird day. What a strange, strange day. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. What am I holding on to right now? The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. A. Like A and V, but like that's not a twin. A letter and its twin. A letter and its twin. A letter and its twin. Oh, God. Is it 0 and I? Because it's O and 1. But hold on. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. So some of these words have 2 letters in common. A, yes. V, no. R, no. I, yes. So you guys have A and I together. S, L, O, T, H, you have nothing. G, no. L, yes. O, yes. I don't know, man. You won't find me in a bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. Then where's the elephant? Written thin to fit it all in. Something with an N that's left. Envy, swan. There. Some of my thing is penned, is gluttony. And you. Nothing. I think it's going to come up in like one of these. I'm so confused. Okay, I've been hitting my brain against a brick wall, but I think there's one way we can do this slightly different, but I don't know if it'll work because I haven't tried it yet because I don't want to get that revelation without you guys being there with me for it. So let's start with monkey is near the end. You won't find my bin in between sin, so you gotta be the other end, I think. If I spend a min or longer, I think this is sloth, being lazy, in the den. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. I still think is gluttony. Right, this guy. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. So that is bins, not like a letter and its twin, like H and I are the same letter except rotated 90 degrees. It's avarice and mundanity, not mundanity. Mundanity has two N's. Avarice has two A's. So then we get this guy with an N needs to be in an N, but we've done gluttony and mundanity, so you get envy. Then you need to be under the fin. And so this guy, neighbour's sin has written thin to fit it all in. If it's not mundanity and avarice, it's probably gluttony to wrath. Oh, hello. The 8th trophy in recognition of remuneration. You've been awarded the 8th trophy for solving the room 8 on rank 8. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. Allowance token. Allowance token. Okay. Thank God. Oh, a letter and its twin really had me going there. Okay, so we have Blessing of the Monk for 5 more days. We have nothing left to draft, so what we're going to do is, with 22 more steps, we're going to go to room 46. The sun is setting, the invisible sun. I need to spend some time and look at these portraits and figure out what I think I'm missing out of that, but I haven't yet. The last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. It's not that room 8, is it? The last door of 8. I don't know. Anyhow, we are going to end the day here and see what happens tomorrow if we then come to room 46 in the outer room. Garden Castle. 5 green rooms, throne room. 1 new room. Room 8. Okay, join me tomorrow. We'll see if we can get an outer room thing going or something new and interesting. For now, thank you guys ever so much for watching and putting up with my shenanigans. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.